Who killed Alexander Litvinenko? That's the question now being considered by this inquiry in London. And the global interest in the death of a spy 8 years ago refuses to go away. Litvinenko had been a Russian agent, had fought the Chechens in the 1990s, had become so disillusioned with his motherland that he turned dissident. And that when he was asked to kill his friend, the tycoon Boris Berezovsky, he had made his grievances public and had even taken them up with a certain Vladimir Putin, who had just become his new boss at the Russian security service, the FSB.
You will need to consider whether Mr. Litvinenko's sustained public attacks on the regime in general and on the FSB and Mr. Putin in particular could have had any connection with his death.
And if it was revenge, then the men asked to execute it were Andrei Lugovoy and Dmitry Kovtun. The inquiry heard that they travelled several times to London in the weeks prior to Litvinenko's death and left a radioactive trail behind them. At this hotel in central London, radiation was found all over their bedrooms. It was suggested Litvinenko might have been poisoned not once but twice. The first time at the offices of a security contractor in central London, and then again at the hotel, where it's thought he received the fatal dose. Litvinenko's deathbed statement was read to the inquiry, in which he spoke of hearing the beating of the wings of the angel of death. He went on, "The sound of protest from across the world will reverberate, Mr. Putin, in your ears for the rest of your life. May God forgive you for what you've done, not only to me, but to beloved Russia." Andrei Lugovoy now has his own TV show in Moscow. It's called Traitors, a polemic against those who have betrayed the motherland. Still, he has insisted on his innocence, arguing the entire poisoning was amateurish. He says it was more likely to be the British security services trying to frame him. But while Litvinenko had racked up many enemies over the years, his widow says she hopes this inquiry will rule out conspiracy theories.
The Russian side continues to deny the fact he died at all, or the causes of his death. I want to end all the speculation.
The inquiry heard that Dmitry Kovtun told a friend he had a rare poison and wanted to find a cook in London to administer it. Both he and Lugovoy have been asked if they want to participate in this inquiry. So far they haven't said one way or the other. Laurence, Al Jazeera, London.